welcome back for our second race of the day here at Eastern Creek Raceway. 150 points are on the line for this 19-lap, one mandatory stop race. The drivers are lined up, waiting for the green light. And Stinky gets a great jump off the line. Nice clean start by the field. And down into turn one they go. And got a couple cars go wide. That looked like it may have been, that's Rusty and Helios. They'll drop back a few spots. And Jarhead and White Wolf side by side. Timberwolf now coming up behind Jarhead to get in on the action. Very clean racing by everybody to start off today's 19-lap contest. And that's Timber. Timber goes off. I think he may have got bumped from behind. May have been 10 Bear there. Both cars are off track, so they'll drop back. And look at this, Stinky, just like the previous race, is already pulling out a small lead early on. So it'll be interesting to see if he can keep his tires from deteriorating. He seems to have this track figured out. And that's Tony right up on Brent's bumper, pushing him along. Everybody doing a nice job so far. And coming around the final turn, turn 12. And Smokey slams into the wall. Heavy front end damage. That's a tricky corner because you come up over a rise and the car starts to slide out on you, and that's exactly what happened there. His back end got around on him a little bit and sent him into the wall. That's too bad. And Wolf spins out, got off in the dirt. Spaz and Rusty avoid contact. Got that left rear tire off in the grass a little bit and spun him right around. Bit of brake lockup coming through turn one. And that's Spaz. And we have Helios and Lawyer pushing each other along here. Helios gets loose. Spaz right up on Lawyer's bumper. Great driving by all these guys. A little more aggression going on in race two. Everybody knows these points are very valuable and every position counts. We'll go on board with Spaz here. He's had limited practice this week so far, but he's doing a nice job. And that's Lawyer. Spins right in front of Spaz, almost T-bones him. Once again, turn 12 claims victim of another driver. And now we've got Timber and Smokey pushing each other off in the grass. A little bit of aggression going on there. Battles all over the track today. This is lap 5. Fred goes wide. He's able to get back on track. He's got a bumperless Smokey right up on his tail. Both cars side by side. Fred goes ahead and lets him by. And this is a really cool shot on board with Brent. And he's been working F1 here for the last few laps. F1 currently in 4th. And F1 goes off, and that will allow Brent to overtake him, move up to 4th. That'll drop F1 to 5th. As you can see, Stinky has definitely proven himself to be the cream of the crop here today. He's got about a 3-second margin over Boza, followed by Seahawks and Brent. Keep an eye on that battle as the race goes on. And Tony and Jarhead not too far behind. And this is Kelly, who's currently in 7th. He started today at 9th, so he's done a nice job. And Kelly flips over the curb, over the fence. I don't know what happened there. Something must be on the track that we clearly cannot see. Let's take a look at the replay. It just comes right at you there. Hopefully he's okay. He is talking to his pit crew. He is reporting he's okay, and somehow his car is still drivable. He's trying to find a way back on the track. It's like four-wheeling it. Jumps over the curb there, jumps over the fence line, and he's back on track somehow. He's definitely going to have to get back to the pits, but I've never seen anything like that before. So this is a battle for second, three-way battle for second, both between Boza, Hawks, and Brent. We're on lap 12, and all three are pitting at the same time on the same pit strategy. Let's keep it here. This is going to be interesting to see who comes out ahead. Stinky pit a couple laps prior, and I believe that's him coming down the straight. It sure is, so he'll retake the lead. And Hawks is the first to pull out, has to go around another car. I think that was Tony who would pit. So look at this, all three cars bumper to bumper. Hawks right next to Brent. Clearly Boza gets out first. Brent will come right behind him, and Seahawks will be right up on Brent's bumper. Both cars, it looks like Hawks looked to the outside for a moment, thought better of it with the cold tires. So we will definitely keep an eye on that battle. I think that's shaping up to be one of the better battles here today. And this is on board with Hawks, and Brent makes an unbelievable pass on Boza to move into second. I don't think Boza expected that move to happen, and Brent took advantage. So he didn't waste any time jumping out ahead of Boza here, which is a good move because it's very difficult to pass on this track. And here's the cars coming down the straights. And that's Boza makes an inside move on Brent. And he is going to retake second place. Hawks looking to the inside of Brent as well. Up on the curb, back end comes off the ground. He's going to lose a little bit of ground there. Great move by Boza, so both these drivers going back and forth. And a little further back in the pack, Wolf and Helios have been neck and neck all race long. Wolf hasn't been able to make a pass on him yet, but he's not letting him out of his sights. Helios doing a nice job maintaining his composure. Just 3 laps to go here. And what is this? Boza makes a second pit stop of the day. Apparently his pit crew didn't get enough fuel in the car in his first pit stop, and he's going to have to go through and put a dash of fuel to get through this race. That's too bad. So Hawks on board with Hawks here, continuing to trail Brent. I'm sure he's getting tired of looking at his bumper. And Hawks downshifts too quickly. Back end comes around on him, and he will lose ground on Brent. He won't lose a position, but he's going to drop back a couple seconds behind him now. So his chances of catching Brent now aren't looking too good. And back to our battle from earlier between Wolf and Helios. This is for 7th. Rear view cam on board with Helios. And they're coming down the front straight here. And as you can see, Wolf gets a nice draft. Makes a move to the inside. Can he make it stick? Yes, he does. Great pass by Wolf. That'll move him him up into 7th. So Stinky continues to lead comfortably. Brent holds a comfortable gap over Hawks for 2nd. Tony Diamond done a great job today. He's currently in 4th. And Jarhead also doing a great job in 5th. And what's this? F1's also making a 2nd pit stop. Not sure if he had some fuel issues as well or had some damage. He was in 6th when he pit, so that'll drop him back several spots. And I'd like to give a shout out to 10 Bear. He's going to get a top 10 finish today. Great job. So as the leaders cross the finish line, Stinky sweeps the weekend. He will increase his points lead dramatically. Brent will take 2nd, and Hawks will round out the podium with a 3rd place finish. Tony Diamond with a 4th place finish, and Jarhead again will take 5th. Congratulations to Stinky, win number 7 of the season. And here are your results. And the current standings. With 3 races left to go, Stinky now has a 79-point lead over 2nd place Seahawks. With just 3 races left, there's still 550 points on the line. So anybody in the top 5 has a realistic chance of taking the Season 4 title. We hope you join us next week as we travel to O Canada over at Mo Sport Park. Good night, everybody.